Hey everybody, my name's Gary,
And I'm Simon.
and this is our contribution to the It Gets Better project. If you're being bullied because of your sexual orientation,
Or actually going through any other struggles because of your sexuality.
we want to add our voices to let you know that it does get better.
You've seen, probably, there are thousands of videos out there of people talking about their experiences. And all these people have got through it. Not to belittle what you're going through.
But the point is that
You're not alone in what you're experiencing.
exactly that all of us, even though our situations are different, all of us have come through the other side, and all of us are telling you that it does get better.
Yeah, I didn't experience heavy bullying as such at school. I had name calling. And I remember getting called a puff, which is the English equivalent of being called a faggot. And really, I think what upset me most about the name calling was that was actually how I sort of saw myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of was, I suppose, accepting or reflecting whatever the sort of broader society's view of what homosexuality was.
Right. Outside the norm.
Well, yeah, outside of the norm, and something to be ashamed of. And I didn't know anybody who was gay, so the only kind of figures that you had around were the sort of very stereotyped figures from comedy, and yeah, it wasn't exactly something to feel proud about. And it felt very isolating, not knowing anybody, and yeah, kind of scary. And then, you know, eventually I met gay people and saw that we are
normal.
Well,
can be.
Yeah, we reflect everybody else in society,
exactly,
from its freaks to its what's the opposite of freak?
It's freaks, it's geeks, it's sheiks.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, I became more comfortable about what homosexuality actually was, and then also about who I was. So it moved from being sort of shame to acceptance, and then pride.
In high school, no one knew that I was gay. Not even me. The reason was because I had grown up hearing that I was supposed to save myself for marriage, and I took that to heart, and it actually allowed me to basically put off the whole question as to who I was attracted to for a lot longer than probably was healthy. And when it basically came down to it, and I couldn't put it off any longer, and I realized that I was gay, it really hit me hard, and I think it was because I just could not see a future that didn't involve me and a wife and eventual kids and all that flows from that, because I knew that that wasn't going to be my life. I couldn't see any other life that would be worth living. And so that basically meant that was a really dark period in my life, and there are many times that well, you've read my diary, that I considered basically ending it because I just didn't see what the point was. I think what got me through it was actually, as I got to that point where I was considering ending it, that right down there, rock bottom somewhere, there was just this sense that there had to be something more, even if I couldn't see it then, that there was a future, there was something, there had to be. And actually, I'm really glad that I did, because it turns out that there was a future. It does get better.
Amazingly so, incredibly so.
Yeah, I mean, if you had told us, either one of us, when we were going through the dark periods that we went through, that life now would be as full and rich as it is.
Not even now. I mean, you know, just a couple of years actually down the line from when we were going through all our stuff.
If you had told us that it gets better, we wouldn't have believed you.
No.
But having lived through it,
got through the other side,
we are telling you that there is something worth holding on for.
Yeah, it's definitely worth hanging in there.
Yeah, that it really does get better.
Yeah, I'd never have believed actually how good life could turn out to be.
Mhm.
The fun that life is, the freedom that we have, the family, and the friendships that we have.
Yeah, and this is not just gay friends we're talking about, but straight friends as well. Single friends, married friends with children.
Kids, yeah.
Yeah, and who want us to be role models for their kids. We absolutely love it. Ultimately, the reason that we're telling you that it gets better, and the reason that we're asking you to hold on, is because we want you to give yourself a chance to experience love, just like we have.
Yeah, and it is so worth hanging in there for. It's worth all the pain that you're going through now. It's worth the whole difficulty of coming out.
Mm-hmm.
To have the kind of the joy of the relationship that we and many other people have.
Yeah.
And I've never have imagined that it would have been such a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
When I was kind of this teen going through this horrible, bleak phase of imagining
Same
a very
here.
lonely future,
Same
I'd have
here.
never have imagined that I'd be in a relationship that is
As legally valid and recognized here in the UK as your parents' marriage.
Yeah.
And it's incredible. And again, neither of us could have imagined that future.
So hang in there.
Yeah.
I'm conscious that we and actually other people who are doing these videos are telling you to hang on there because it gets better. But we're not saying that you just have to put your life on hold.
Right.
The stuff that you can actually do about it now.
Yeah, and the thing is you're already doing something
Yeah.
now just by looking through these videos and listening to the stories of people who recount their experiences and hopefully finding encouragement from people who have been where you are. But there's more than you can.
There's more help out there. If you've got connection to the internet, which you obviously have because you're looking at this, just go to Google.
Yeah. Type in LGBT youth help.
Yeah, just 3 words, and you'll find loads of resources out there of people who want to help you to get through what you're going through.
Exactly.
And it's all worth it because it really does
Get
get
better.
better.